Alright, for this video I'll show you how to make a BB catcher that will stop the bullets very much, but it'll bounce off. Not quite though, it will bounce, but it's very easy, and since it's so easy to make, and you gotta expect it's gonna have some things that can't do anything, so I'll get to that. Alright, so what you're gonna need for this is you're gonna need any blanket. It doesn't matter if it's a good blanket. I guess maybe not use it. We're not gonna damage it. We're not gonna poke holes through it. But if it is a good blanket and you still don't want to use it, don't use it. Use a crappy blanket. This is not, I'd say this is a crappy and a good blanket. It's a good blanket, but it's not, that good where if it were to get completely damaged, I wouldn't be too mad about it, because I can just get another one easily. So I'll show you how to do this. Alright, so what you're going to need is you're going to need 4 push pins. But this does require you putting a hole in the wall, but it does not require you putting a hole through the blanket. Alright, so this is how you're going to hang it up. You're going to get your blanket, put it long ways. If you're putting it on a thin space like me, I guess what you could do is you could fold up your blanket. So fold it up like that, and then put your blanket here. Oh, I dropped the pen, hold on. I'm gonna pause it right now and then show you what it looks like when it's hanged up, and then I'll show you how I did it. Alright, so it looks like you can't get it to work the way I wanted to, so you are gonna have to put a hole through it, but if you're gonna use this multiple times, then it's just putting a black mark where the hole is, so that you know where to put it every time, so you don't keep making holes in it. So I'm gonna put the hole through it and then hang it up, and then we can shoot. Alright, so it actually didn't turn out to be that bad, but because you do have to poke just 2 holes through it. You don't need 4. You only need 2 to hang it up. I mean, look, I'm doing that, and it's gonna stay. And it was actually quite hard to get it through the blanket. It was harder to get it through the blanket than it was to get it through the wall. So I guess I was using a really good blanket, but I'm only going to put those 2 holes in it, and that's it. I'm not going to put any more, so I'll show you entirely what it looks like. Let me just back up. So it looks like on the wall. It actually looks kind of nice. Like when I'm looking at the camera, it looks very, very nice, surprisingly. But let me show you that it does work indeed. So let me do that. Alright, so same gun. We're always gonna use the Brita for testing purposes, because it's the best pistol I have. It's a spring pistol, but the reason why I don't need CO2 is because you're gonna have to keep buying CO2 for it. I like fully automatic guns and the spring pistols only because it's almost like just pointless to get a CO2 pistol, because whenever you'd want to use it, you'd have to use a CO2 tank, and if you don't have any, you'd have to go out and buy some. And if your parents are the one buying stuff, then they're not always going to buy it for you every single time, and you can't use it as much as you'd want to. So that's why I either prefer spring. I prefer spring for pistols, and I prefer automatics for battery. I prefer the battery type for the primary weapons like sniper rifle. Well, not sniper rifle. That'd be a spring pistol or CO2. But I prefer automatics for airsoft guns, such as like the air rifles, like the assault rifles, and the automatic shotguns and SMGs and light machine guns. So that's why those are better than CO2, in my opinion. Don't stop buying it if you like it just because I said so. But in my opinion, I just think CO2 is a waste of time. But I do have my own money that I could buy it with, but I'm not going to spend $20 just for 10 CO2 tanks. Alright, well anyways, here we go. Alright, I accidentally loaded it. I accidentally loaded 2 bullets into the gun at one time. That's why. Just right there, like that last shot. It's not bouncing off greatly. It came, and it got to my foot. That's it. And I'm right behind my camera right now. See, I'm like a foot behind my camera and a foot to the right of it. So, and I only hit my foot. And then this one didn't even really bounce off that much. It was just. So yeah, that's how to make a BB catcher that isn't really that great, but it works.